Janet, is Cecilia Weiss is your mother, correct?
My mother, correct.
Right. Okay. So I guess we did get the name. Okay, we turn to page 164, and Eileen, you will start with the Hebrew, and Margot, would you do the correspondent Ashrei reading on that, please?
Sure.
Ashrei Ashrei Veisecha, Odia Chasela.
Ashrei Shikakola, Ashrei Shadanai Eloha.
Tila LeDavid, Aramimcha Elohai HaMelech, Baruch Shimcha Leolam Va'ed.
B'chol yom avarchecha, v'halav shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Gadol Adonai Mahol Meod, V'ligdulo To Ein Heker.
Dur l'dur yishabach ma'asecha, uvaratecha yagidu.
Hadar Kavod Hodecha, V'divrei Niflosecha Hasicha.
Bezus neratecha yameru, udalacha sarprena.
Zecher Rav Tuvcha, Yabi'u V'sid Kotacha Yiranenu.
Chanun barachum Adonai, erecha paimu dacha said.
Tov Adonai Lakol, V'rachamov Al Kol Ma'asav.
Bezuch Adonai kol ma'asecha, v'chasidecha yirbarucha.
Kavod Malchutecha Yomeru, G'dvuratecha Yedaberu.
Le'yodei livnei adam gevurata, v'kavod chadar malchuto.
Malchutecha Malchut Kol Amimi, Kol Alamim, V'mshatecha B'chol Dar V'adar.
Somech Adonai l'chol hanoflim, v'zokef l'chol hakufim.
Einei Kol Elecha Yisaberu, V'atan Noten Lohem Et Alchlam V'ito.
Oteach et yadecha, u'masbiach l'chol ha'ratzon.
Tzadik Adonai B'chol Dercha, V'chasid B'chol Ma'asav.
Arov Adonai l'chol karav, l'chol asher yivru be'emet.
Ritzon Yireyav Yasev, V'yet Shavasam Yishma V'yoshlim.
Shomer Adonai et kol avav, v'et kol harshaim yashmid.
Tilat Adonai Yidaber Pi, V'yivarech Kol Basar Shem Kocho Le'olam Va'ed.
V'nachnin evarech ya, me'atzah yad olam. Hallelujah.
Thank you so much. That was really delightful. We recall with love those who are in our lives still, those who gave us life
410.
and shared life with us, whose yahrzeit is Sunday, the 19th of Tevet, January 3rd, 2021. The following names are listed in our perpetual memorials: Rose Azrael, Mandy S. Edelstein, Abby M. Feustman, Tilly Hirschfeld, Isidore Jackman, Ethel S. Lapidus, Robert Orens, Lola J. Sachs, Daniel L. Schloss, Jack J. Smith, Sadie Bear Taylor, Sophie Selfin, Philip Bieber, and Rick Glickman, and Sam Gresser. Eileen, would you lead the Mourners Kaddish for us on page 198, please?
Okay. Yitgadav Yitkadash Shemei Rabbo.
Amen.
V'yomo divro kirete v'yamlich machute v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chaye dekol Beit Yisrael b'agala uvizman kariv v'yimaru amen.
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach V'olam Olamaya.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitfa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudesho b'rechu.
B'rechu.
Le'elo min kol birchoto v'shiroto. Tushbachoto v'nechamato da'amiron b'yomo v'imaru amen.
Amen.
Yehi shlomo rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imaru amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, olenu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen.
Amen. Thank you. Let's take just a very brief moment. Janet, would you share with us some memories of Mom, if you please?
About my mother?
Yes, you had your set for her, right?
Right.
Okay.
She lived to 98, and she was active up until the time she was 97 3/4. She was a wonderful friend to people. She was always there to help. She was a wonderful housekeeper. She was wonderful to her grandchildren. And she was very bright. She graduated school at 16. She loved to read. She was just a very wonderful lady. And I was grateful that she was my mother.
Absolutely. Was she an immigrant or her parents immigrants?
Her parents were, and she came over when she was 3 years old.
Wow. Do you remember where she came from?
Russia,
Russia.
but I don't know where.
All right. Well, Dr. Hoffman, I'm sure would get that information if you're interested. Stanley, would you share with us some of your memories of your mother-in-law, please?
Well, she was a very, very intelligent lady. She graduated high school at 16. She worked as a legal secretary. She was very orderly, very organized, balanced her own checkbook until the age of 95,
Wow.
paid her own bills. Just a remarkable woman.
And very religious, very interested in religion and in practicing religion.
Right.
Kept a kosher house, and we do too.
How wonderful. How wonderful. Which synagogue did she belong to when?
That's Jacob.
Beth Jacob. Yeah, Rabbi Miller. Very nice. Very nice. Well, that's always curious about people in our lives that are real people in the real world as opposed to just a name on the Yortzeit list. And I'm sure that there are many stories about this person. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. We turn to page 200, and we have assigned for Susan. Susan, before you start, just a word about your grandfather, if you would.
I didn't know him. He died before my parents got married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we know there's more to the story than that, but we'll get it another time. I think maybe page 200, revise. Arvit.
Vehu rachum yechaper avon velo yashchid v'hir bala shiva po velo yahir kol chamato Adonai Yoshia Hamelech ya'anenu v'yom karenu Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Vaed.
May be seated.
El Chai B'Kayam Tamidim Locha Leinu Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'ma'ariv Aravim.
Amen.
V'ahavatacha tatzir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Amen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשפתך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך והים. למען ירבו ימיכם וימי בניכם על האדמה אשר נשבע אדוני לאבותיכם לתת בהם כימי השמיים על הארץ.
Do you want me to, is Deborah here? Oh,
Yes, if you want to share with Deborah. Deborah, would you recite the last paragraph? Susan.
Vayom Adonai el Moshe lemor, Daber el bnei Yisrael, v'amarte lahem v'asu lahem sisit, akamfei b'goehem l'doatam v'natnu al sisik, akamfei petit tekelet, v'hi lahem sisit, v'otam oto, uzoketem et kum tatai, Adonai.
Zitem.
Adonai v'ositem otam v'lo tataru akarei levinechem v'karei enechem asher etem zunim akareihem l'man tusku v'osim tem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kidoshim elechem ani Adonai elechem asher esesu eretz
Etchem.
Echem me'eretz Mitzrayim l'chut lechem Elohim. Ani Adonai lechem. Ani Elohim emet.
Okay. Janet, if you have an English paragraph after the Shema, would you read it for us? Stanley, you need to unmute. Stanley, if that's a problem, then we'll just move on.
Go ahead. Read.
Want to start again?
Yes, please.
We affirm the truth that Adonai alone is our God, and that we are God's people, Israel. God redeems us from the power of kings and delivers us from the hand of all tyrants, bringing judgment upon our oppressors and retribution upon all our mortal enemies, performing wonders beyond understanding and marvels beyond all reckoning. God has maintained us among the living, not allowing our steps to falter, guided us to triumph over mighty loss, and exalted our strength over all our enemies, vindicating us with miracles before Pharaoh, with signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. God smote in wrath Egypt's firstborn, brought Israel to lasting freedom, and led them through divided waters as their pursuers sank in the sea. When God's children beheld the divine might, they sang in praise, gladly accepting God's sovereignty. Moses and the people Israel joyfully sang this song in you.
Thank you, Janet.
Umachuto beratzon kiblu alehem, Moshe b'nei Yisrael l'chanu shira b'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha neder b'kodesh. No rati lo Joseph ele. Malchut vanecha boker yom lifnei Moshe. Ze Elianu v'yamru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'nemar ki Adonai et Yaakov ugalo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai go'al Yisrael.
Amen. Jerry Hoffman, would you read for us at the top of 207?
Help us, our Father, to lie down in peace and awaken us to life again, our King. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us and shelter us in the shadow of your wings. You, O God, guard us and deliver us. You are a gracious and merciful King. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Praised are you, Lord, eternal guardian of your people, Israel.
Ushmor tzeitenu vo'enu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata v'yad olam. Baruch atah Adonai shomer amo Yisrael la'ad.
Amen.
Baruch Adonai le'olam amen v'amen.
Page 206.
Ki ha'malchut shelcha hi u'lamed timloch b'chavod. Ki ein lanu melech ela ata. Baruch atah Adonai. HaMelech b'chvado tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. V'al kol ma'asav.
Amen. We rise, Chatzi Kaddish, 208.
Yitkadav v'kadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Amadi brachirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayifonu v'yamechonu v'chayedecho beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv v'yamru amen.
Amen.
Rabba mevorach v'olam ulamei amaya yitorah. Yiparach v'yishtabach yipar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalav shmei dekudesha b'rechu. Ve'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tishmachata v'nechamata damiran b'yoma v'yemeru.
Amen. The silent Hamidah is recited on pages 210 through 220. Whenever you're ready, Susan.
Yitgadal v'yitkadosh shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Yamad divrach Yerutei v'yamlich machutei v'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayedecha be'Yisrael v'agala v'zman kari v'yamru amen. Yehei Rabbah mevorach v'olam yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitala shemei kedusha. Leila min kol berchata v'shirata Shishbachata v'nechamata damiran b'yama v'yimeru.
Amen.
Zika bal tzolot ahona ba'utan V'chol Yisrael k'adam avuhandi v'shmaya v'yimeru.
Amen.
Yehi Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimeru.
Amen.
Yoseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Aleinu v'aveyav ladon hako Matei gedula liotzer bereshit V'lo asanu kegoyeh haratzot V'lo samanu kamishpachot hadama Shelo samchakenu kahem V'goralenu kachol amonam V'anachnu karim u'mishtachavim u'modim Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kakatuv b'Toratecha Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai L'melech ha'pa'aretz Bayomahu yeh Adonai U'shemo U'shemo echad U'shemo echad.
We recall with love those who gave us life and shared life with us, who still continue to inspire and direct us and affirm our own life. The following names are listed in our perpetual memorials for the 20th of Tevet, Monday, January 4th, 2021. Morris Bukoff, Clara Garber, Florence Gieber, Isidore Miller, Lee D. Miller, Morris A. Offit, Morton Sonny Plant, Isaac Rom, Cecilia Weiss. Jeffrey, is that all? Okay. Susan, would you be kind enough and recite the Mourner's Kaddish on page 226?
Yitgadal v'yitkadosh shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Yamad divrach Yerutei v'yamlich machutei. V'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayedecha be'Yisrael. V'agala v'zman kari v'yamru amen.
Amen.
Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach v'yolam olamei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei kedusha barechu. Leila min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran b'yama v'imru amen.
Amen.
Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
Aseh shalom b'mromav v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen. Thank you, Susan. Their memories are a blessing and they're living presences in our lives. Tomorrow morning at 7:30 and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Please God, watch over us and keep us in good health and in good
Thank you,
life.
Moshe. Erev Tov.
You too. And love to Pammy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I
How do you,
think
how do you
Her
expect,
too.
Sorry,
How do you
one
expect
at
us
a
to-
time.
how do you expect us to get up for services at 7:30 when 3 days in a row we had 9:30?
I don't know. I hope it won't be a problem. And if it is, show up at 9:30.